Trader X here with Day Trading the Chart. It is July 2nd, 2019. The market's going to open up here in just a few minutes. I am looking at AMRN. That's the stock you see here on this chart. AMRN, it's gapped up $1.38. Looking for some other things too to trade as a not just trade AMRN. I don't see anything really good at the moment, but at any minute now something could come up. So anyway, this one's looking good. I'm going to use my system on it and take a trade. I'll be back. Okay, the market is opening up here. You can see with equity feed that it has the news for any one of these stocks that come out. If it has news, it'll show right here. And you could look up the news, disclosing results of operation and financial condition. So whether the news is good or bad doesn't make any difference, and it doesn't matter what the news is either. With my system, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is pay attention to the chart and nothing else. And that's the simplicity that I will show you in my courses, is that you only pay attention to only one thing, the chart. Sounds impossible, I know, but it's not. Okay, I have got 5,000 shares short of AMRN at 2036. My system says it's going to come down here. I'll be right back. Actually, a lot of good things out there. A lot of opportunity right now. Uber's doing good. MU is doing good. The YM, the ES is doing really good. AMD, not bad. There's a few things out there that I've got my eye on that are doing pretty good here. Alright, what is AMRN doing to me now? Okay, I do have a certain point that I'm going to get out of this for a loss. Actually, if it did, my system would actually say to go long. So I would actually reverse. I wouldn't reverse, but I would get out of this position and take the opposite position. I would take a long entry and purchase, which I may have to do. But so far I still have a short. Nothing's changed. I will be back shortly. So just for some of you newbies out there, you new traders, you've never traded before, what I'm doing is I've gone short, meaning that I'm saying that this is going to go down. And if it does, I'm going to make money if it goes down. If it goes up, I'm going to lose money. So I want it to come down. And my system is saying it's going to go down. So I've taken a short position, meaning that over on the right, there's a order entry, and you have a sell button and a buy button. If you don't already own something and you sell it, what you're doing is you're shorting. If you already own it and you sell it, you're selling the shares that you already own. Now, so if you don't own it and you hit the sell button, now you have gone short, meaning you're saying that you say it's going to go down. And if it does go down, you can hit the buy button and you'll make a profit. If it goes up higher than your price where you shorted it and you hit the buy button, you're going to lose money. So you need to be right that it's going to come down. And then shorting is the same thing as going long, almost. On a day trade, it is the same thing. Well, not necessarily. What I mean by that is that you make the same amount of money going down as you do going up. However, you can make more money going up than you can going down. For instance, let's say you shorted a stock at $20 and it went to a 1 penny. The most that you could make would be like 99.9% on your money. That's all you could do, is 99.9% on your money. But if you go long and it goes from $20 and it goes to $40, you made 100%. It goes to $60, you made 200%, etc. If it keeps going up, you just make more and more money. Whereas going down, you can only make so much. But with respect to a day trade, you're going to get in one day and get out the same day. You make the same amount of money. We just call them ticks. And ticks represent, a dollar has 100 ticks to it. So, not everything does though. For instance, the ES ticks at different ticks. It has so many ticks by every tick. But the only measurement we can go by that's the same is by ticks. It may tick by different amounts, but it's still a tick. and it's by tick that you get paid or you lose. So we just go by ticks and how much money you're making per tick. If you use 100 shares, you're making $1 or losing $1. If you do 500 shares, you're making $5 or losing $5 per tick. If you do 1,000 shares, you're making $10 or losing $10 per tick, etc. 5,000 shares where I'm at, it's $50 a tick. Either lose or win $50. So the higher you go up, the more the ticks are worth. And now you just want to focus on ticks. How many ticks can you get? That's the beautiful thing about my system, is it will give you the system, give you the ability to be able to make ticks, and not just make ticks. Anybody can come in and just come make 5-10 ticks. That's not that hard. Just get it to go right and you make 5-10 ticks. The real trick is being able to hit good size trades, even what I call big trades, like I did yesterday and hit 100 ticks. When you can hit those kinds of trades and do so on a consistent basis, now you're making money. Now you're really making money. And now it becomes easy. Whereas if you're trying to just play 5 or 10 ticks, well then you lose 5 or 10 ticks. Maybe you lose 20 ticks. Now you're in the hole. Now you're behind. How do you come back? By keep making 5 or 10 ticks? Not going to work. Not unless you use my Market Master system, but I teach you how to measure how many ticks to go for. I mean, there's a lot of stocks that you certainly would not want to only go for 5 or 10 ticks. You'd want to go for a whole lot more than that using Market Master. So, it just depends on what the stock is and how much it's moving. And you go for a good amount of ticks. In fact, you can use the chart with Market Master and hit some big trades just by using the chart alone. You just need to get your entry right, and Market Master will do that. Anyway, I am still waiting for this thing to make a move here. Everything else is moving quite well. MU, yeah, MU is really good. And in fact, I'll be right back. Yeah, everything else is moving really well. What is this? RBZ come up here, 437. Let's go take a look at it. What has it got? Got some news out. See, I'll let you take a look at what I'm seeing. See, RBZ is number 1 now. Volume is increasing, and it's got some news. So take a look. Extends sell to Rebond service in Malaysia, Indonesia. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but it doesn't matter. I never pay attention to that stuff anyway. The only way I'd pay attention to it if it was some really super big news. Then you could see that there would be some real, something behind it to really push it for days and days, and you'd want to jump in big. But other than that, I don't even pay attention. Because you know why? Because you don't need to. All you need is right here in the chart. I will teach it to you. In my courses, I teach you how to do it. It's so simple. It really is. It's very simple. Anybody can learn it. And do so in an hour. Maybe you need to watch the video twice. But it's only an hour-long video, so it's not going to be difficult. Practice, though. You need to practice it a bit, perhaps. If you've never traded before, absolutely you're going to need to practice. But if you're already a trader, well, you come out doing it immediately. It's no problem. Okay, I'm ahead in this thing a little bit. A little over $400. It's bouncing around a lot. But just waiting patiently for it to come down. My system's still saying it's going to go down here. So you see about shorting? You see I do short a lot, don't I? Well, see, it just depends. See, okay, for right now, the market is gapping up. Okay, and there's not that many gap downs. But I can guarantee you that the times will change, where it won't be very many gappers ups, and it'll be a lot of gap downs, and they'll be moving down big too. And so you want to play that side of the market when the time is right. And sometimes the gap downs go back up again. It just depends. See, but my system will tell you which direction it's going to go. That's the beauty of it. That's something I developed and kind of discovered, I guess you could say. So anyway, it works really good, and that's what you're seeing me here do every day now. And if you are interested in trading, or you are a trader, believe me, you really want my system. It'll really help you like you can't imagine. It's popping back up here a little bit on me, but I'm not going to get out. I have a point where I am going to get out, and that point has not been reached, and it's still a short entry. System still says it's going to go down, so I'm still hanging on to it. This thing is coming really close to my exit point for a loss here, and I'm just watching it. As soon as it hits to the point I'm going to get out, technically it's still a short, but it's coming close to becoming a long here. But so we're going to see which way it's going to go. If it goes long, I'm going to get out and then go long with it. If it goes short, then I'm going to hold it, and it'll just keep coming down. Hopefully what it's doing here is just double topping, and it'll come all the way back down again. Starting to come back down now. From here it should continue to go down and go break this low, and then continue to go down. But how far it's going to go down, I don't know exactly, but we'll just use the system on it, my system, and see which direction it says to go. There's a decent chance it'll fill the gap, which will put me at 100 ticks. So, or maybe only get 80 ticks, something like that. Okay, I am watching this stock here. It is RBZ. RBZ, I'm watching it for a possible entry here. I can't go short on it because it's not shortable through Interactive Brokers, unfortunately. But I might get a long entry on this thing, and if I get one, I'm going to take it, and it could be good for a lot. So I'm watching it right now for an entry. AMRN not doing anything for me yet. Still just basically where I took the entry at. You can see it's moved a lot though on the chart. It should start to move down here soon. So just patiently waiting. Just one thing that I will teach you about the chart is you're going to get insight about the chart that you'll be able to just relax. You don't need to worry about anything other than the parameters of what you learn on the chart. That's all you need to worry about. As long as you've got that right, you don't need to worry about anything. You just kick back, relax, and watch the trade happen. And if it goes wrong, you know exactly where you're going to get out at. You know exactly what your loss will be in advance. Before you even take the trade, you will know. So for instance, let's say the loss is going to be quite large. Well, what should you do? You don't even have to take that trade. You can choose which trades you take based upon how large the stop is. You can get ones that are fairly small stops and other ones that are fairly large, so it just depends on the trade. But you will know exactly what it is before you ever enter, so you don't have to enter if you don't want to. And this particular one is a fairly large stop. As you see, I wrote it all the way up. But I didn't have any choice if I wanted to play the system. The system says it's going to go down here. So I am showing you a system, and I always play my system. My system is incredibly accurate, as you are going to witness for yourself on a daily basis. Anyway, where is RBZ? It's still not doing anything yet, but if I get a long entry using my system on it, I'm definitely going to take that one long. I'll be back. Okay, for now RBZ has given a short entry, but I still might get a long entry on it. If I do, I'm going to take it. I'm watching it. It's moving good, and I really think I could get a good trade on it going back up again. Just need to wait for a signal to go long on it, that's all. Okay, I'm trying to get some shares here, trying to get 10,000 shares. Shares are a little bit light. Okay, I've got 10,000. I'm long 10,000 shares on RBZ. I have a market master entry to go long. Witness the power of market master. Watch this thing rip higher. Watch. Market master. You want to be a market master? You can get my market master course. It will amaze you. And then right when you're amazed, get my big trade course. Then you'll really be amazed. Then get my easy entry course, and then you'll know that you can just take entries, kick back and relax, and you don't have to worry about anything. Become a chart trading master. What would that be worth to you? It's just getting ready to go here. Any second, any minute, it's going to start going. And I think it's going to rip higher here, possibly break this high up here. I can't tell that yet for sure, but I do have a market master entry at the bottom here to go long. When you get those, you do want to take them. You can see where RBZ is on the scanner here. It had gapped up, and then it gapped up, and then it had gone back down. And then down here, I got a long signal using Market Master. Took a position, still waiting for it to go up now. But, this is how I find these stocks. And you can see it's not too hard. They pop up, and you go look at them, and you use my system on them, and make money from them. I mean, it's not rocket science. In fact, it's so simple. But so many people out there seem to want to complicate trading, making it into this mysterious thing, and 90% of traders lose money and all this different stuff. But well, if you're going to trade, you have to have a system like this one right here. I'm about to get out of this thing if it starts going down. In fact, if it hits 409, I'm going to get out for a relatively small loss. Otherwise, it's going to shoot higher here. Okay, I'll come back. It's too bad I can't short this stock, because if I could, and if I have to get out of it, I could actually go short on it, because I'll have a signal for that to go short, but I can't go short on it, so I can only play it one way. So if it doesn't go up, I don't have a play on this one. I'll have to find another stock to play. But this one definitely looks pretty good for it to shoot back up here. I mean, my system is saying it's going to do so. In fact, let me take a look at it here. Yep, I have another signal. I have a Market Master signal to go long. That's the second one. It's going to go up here. Okay, I just got a big trade signal on AMRN to go long, so I have gotten out of my short position. I'm now in a long position here. I took a $1,752 loss on that one. It's going to go up. I just got a big signal here to go. I just got a big trade signal to go long. So it's going to go up big here. So should be 100 ticks from here. Back in it with 5,000. Should be able to come out well ahead today on this trade. AMRN really moving up here. Pretty good. I am almost back to break even on it. Almost back to break even. The market is running. ES and YM are running here. Uber's going up. Everything looking good. I should be able to get 100 ticks from this position, so my position is 2072. Should be able to take it up to 2172 on this one. 2172 for 100 ticks on this trade. Okay, AMRN doing well here. I'm a little bit ahead right now on it. Okay, and now I'm behind, but it's bouncing around. But moving up good. Okay, RBZ going down on me. I'm getting out at market here. Okay, I'm out RBZ. Lost 1,000 on that one. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's not going anywhere at all. Yeah, it's not going anywhere at all, and I can't short it, so I can't take advantage of this one. So focus on something else. Still waiting on AMRN here. It should be going up big here today for 100 ticks. This one should be an easy winner. Okay, I have got the ES short here with 20 contracts. This is the Emini S&P September 2019 contract. This is the one that so many people love to play because it's not that expensive to play this one. And you get a lot of bang for your buck. Every tick is worth $12.50 per contract. So $12.50 times 20. It's a lot of money per tick that you can get. You just have to get the direction right. And I have a Market Master entry to go short here. I'll come back. I'm not exactly sure how many ticks to go for on this particular one, but I don't need it to drop very much to get like $3,000 out of it. So Sometimes I get quite a bit more. It just depends. I can look for more entries on it, of course. I've got a Market Master short entry right now. It might start dropping out. Okay, I will come back. Okay, I now have another, I know this is going to be hard to believe, but I have another big trade signal here to go short now. So this one's going to be it. It's going to come all the way back down now and go down big by 100 ticks. I just took a trade off of it. I came back to close to break even. Remember, I was down about, what, 1800 or something like that? And I came back close to break even. I'm only down 424 on it now. And then this is my open position. And in my open position, okay, I can't tell how far I had my open position, but I'm almost back to break even for the day on this stock. I'm down $200 on it now, right now. It's going to come all the way back down. So I just want you to watch something now. The power of using my system, big trade. I mean, could you tell that it's going to go down here and go all the way down? Go break below this low? Or at least come all the way back down here again? Could you tell that? Well, I can. It's going to come all the way back down. So I've reversed the position again. I'm now short on AMRN by 5,000 shares. I will come back. Okay, I've had to take a long position on AMRN. My system is definitely saying it's going to go up. I made a mistake on the last trade, and it's going to go higher. I wouldn't be surprised if it still goes up another 100 ticks here. This thing is really strong. It really wants to go up. Two strong signals, big trade to go up here. So it's going to go. I made a mistake on the last trade. I should have held it long, but I'm in it now long, and I'm going to hold it here for a good sized trade. At least 50 ticks, if not 75, maybe even 100. I'll come back. Okay, the ES is coming down pretty good here. I've got about 1,700 in it right now. Waiting for it to make a better move down, and I'll jump out somewhere down there. Take a look here. Actually, I've got Market Master entry to go short. Yeah, I've got another. Actually, I've got two of them. Two Market Master entries to go short here. So it's still going to go down here. I'm at 1,800 here, looking for more. I'll be right back. AMRN doing pretty good here, moving up. Getting close. AMRN, I'm still down 200 on it right now. Down 100 now. Almost to break even on it. Looking to get some profit on this stock. Been a tough day for me on this thing. Looking to end the day profitable. MRN still doing well here, moving on up. Even as the ES moving down, this one's been moving up. So they're going in the opposite directions of each other. Both the ES that I took, and took the ES short, and then I took this one long. So they're both going in different directions, opposite directions. Which goes to show you, you know, my system will tell you which direction each instrument's going to go. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, it's going to tell you. It's going to give you an entry for it. And, you know, most of the time it's really super accurate. And the biggest thing is that you can hit big trades from these entries. That's the biggest thing. So that's where the real secret is at, is being able to hit these big trades. Anyway, I just went positive on AMRN, and I'm looking to get some good profit here now from it. I think it's still going to go up quite a bit. Very strong entries to go long for big trade. Okay, AMRN doing pretty good here, shooting up. I'm still down on it though, still down 600 on that one. So I'm waiting to get back to break even on that stock, and then to go ahead for today. I've had a real hard time with this one today. I got it wrong in the very beginning. I got it wrong again. It happens to me sometimes, but my system had said to go long, and I thought that I was seeing the beginning of a short. I took it, and I was wrong. I should have stayed with my system because it was right. But sometimes I do that, and you know, it happens. But I've got it long now, and I'm holding it for a big trade here. It should make it for a big trade. I should be able to hit about 100 ticks from my position. So 2120, I'm looking at 22 22.20 today for it to go up to. Okay, I am green on AMRN by about $300 here. So I've gone green on it and looking for a move up. I'm looking for it to hit 22.20 roughly, somewhere around there. And I'll jump out for a nice profit. Also, yeah, I'll jump out up there for a nice profit. Okay, AMRN continuing to move higher here. I've got $665 in it right now, $665 or $700 now, $750 now. Looking to just get it up to about 22.20 roughly, and then I'll exit the trade. But that's what it should be good for roughly. So anyway, it's not that hard. I just over here I messed up on the trade on the chart, and that was my fault. And once I had gone long on it, I should have stayed long and not gotten back out. And that was 100% my fault, not the system's fault, not my system's fault. It was just my fault in not following it like I should have. So, but anyway, I got back in. I've held it, and looking for a big trade here. Okay, AMRN continuing to move up here. I'm now ahead in the trade by 1600, 1550 right now. So I'm still looking for more, looking for it to hit 22.20, and then I'm going to jump out. Right now it's lunchtime on the East Coast on New York time, and here's 12 o'clock, 12 noon, so everybody's out to lunch right now. And it slows down a little bit during this period and won't start really speeding up until about 2 o'clock or so. And then it'll start to speed up for the last 2 hours, last hour and a half. It'll really start to speed up. But anyway, got the I'm just playing the chart. I'm not playing action or anything else. That's the beautiful thing about my system. You play the chart and the chart alone. And that's what works. Anyway, I just wanted to update you that I'm just sitting here waiting, and things are kind of slow. It's kind of slow right now. Because it's lunchtime. Anyway, I'll be back. So while it's lunchtime in New York, you can see what time it is for you anywhere around the world right now. So in Athens, 20:02, in Dubai, 21:02, in Las Vegas, 10:02, Rome, 19:02, etc. Seoul, 2:02, Shanghai, 1:02, etc. Singapore, Taipei, Tokyo, Vancouver, New Orleans, Jerusalem, everywhere. Beijing. You can see what time it is in your part of the world. Prague, New York is 1:02, 13:02. And so you can see what time it is. You know, and I'm going to start trading all kinds of instruments all over the world, and I'll show you this so that you can see what time it is for you in your part of the world while I'm doing this trading. And remember, trading's going 24 hours a day all around the world. So no matter where you are, there's something that you can trade very easily, and you can use my system to do so. Okay, so still just waiting here for this stock AMRN to continue to move up. I'm looking at getting out at 22.20 roughly. Okay, I've currently got 23.50 in AMRN right now. Still looking for it to move higher, 22.20. Okay, I've just gotten out of the trade AMRN, took 2,000 from it. I might get back in, I'm not really sure right now. I'll come back. Up $5,000 today on the ES. And let's see, AMRN just ended the day with 2,000 on that one. And I am looking for something else to take here. You can see AMRN here. I had gotten out somewhere up here. I don't know exactly where I got out at, but I was going to go short on it, and I should have, obviously. But I got out just in time before it started going back down. I should have went short. I could still go short right here. I think it's going to come down quite a bit, but well, let me take a look. I'll be right back. Well, if I get an entry on it, I'll take it. Otherwise, I'll just leave it alone. But I'm looking for something to get an entry on. You can see that AMRN is still the top. It's even the high flyer too. Show that to you here. It's the high flyer for today, AMRN, and the gapper today. So I should have been able to do better on it. Only up 2,000 on it today. It went down 1,800 on it to start with. Came all the way back up almost 2,100. But I should have been able to do a lot better on this stock than I did today. But, it's not a matter of what you do in 1 day or 2 days or a week or anything like that. It's a matter of what you do consistently over time. Boy, this thing's really coming down too. ES though, fantastic, 5,000 today. And you can see why people like to trade this instrument. And the amount it costs for one contract isn't very much. You can go through different places to trade it. I know you can get it as cheap as like 400 a contract. So it can be gotten really cheap if that's the way you want to go. And a lot of people like to trade the ES, especially with my system. I mean, I like to trade it too, but I trade everything. I trade anything, everything, whatever I think is looking the best at the current time. I don't like to get stuck on trading any one particular thing. But when the ES is hot, I like to trade it. When the YM is hot, I like to trade it. Whatever stock is hot, I like to trade it. Anything, everything. Just that my criteria is it needs to be hot. Needs to have some action and be moving and have volume. As long as it's got that, I like to trade it. And my system works perfectly on it. Okay, the market is going to close here in just a few minutes, and I'm all done trading for today. Couldn't find anything at the end of the day that was worth taking. So what I ended with today was 5,044 on ES, 2,094 on AMRN, and then I lost 1,078 on RBZ, and of course, my trading fees and everything. It left me at 5,994 for profit today, which is pretty good, but I could have did a lot better. I should have been able to nail AMRN today, and I didn't. And but yeah, I should have been able to nail that one really easy. And but I made a mistake on a couple mistakes actually. Anyway, I still caught it using my system, and I was still able to come out well ahead on it. $2,094, which is not bad, especially going down 1,800 on it at first. And so anyway, I managed to come back really well today. But that's the power of using my system. I mean, no system is 100% perfect, but if you have an 80% success rate, you have a system which really, wait, ES moving up here, and it's like 5 minutes to go till the market closes. Nice move at the end. Yeah, look at that. Not bad. Anyway, so that's all it is. It's all about using the right system. If you have the right system, then trading becomes fairly easy to do. You say, what is the right system? Well, my system is the right system. I'll teach you a very simple, basic technique that you use, just using the chart, which you see here, that you'll be able to use and learn relatively quickly. And all of a sudden, you'll be able to take entries. You'll be able to get in the market going long, get in the market going short, and make winning trades. That's what I'm talking about. That's how easy it is. That's how simple it is. That's what the whole purpose of this is for. not to overcomplicate trading, but to make trading simple. Because really it is simple. You're seeing me do it. Doesn't look complicated, right? And it doesn't look complicated because it's not. Again, you need to have the right system. I've discovered a revolutionary trading technique that I call day trading the chart that I'm teaching that works super well. That every trader in the world, as far as I'm concerned, should be using. If you're a trader and you're not using my system, you should be. Unless you can trade better than I can. If you can trade better than me, well then, you should use your system. But if you can't trade as well as I can, then you should be using mine, because mine works really well. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. I hope all of you traders out there did well. If not, get my system. You will do well. And so I will see all of you tomorrow. Count is way up. I'm taking it from 40,000 to, well, again, sky's the limit, but let's call it $1 million. We'll see how fast I can get there, or how long it takes me to get there. I'm not trying to get into a rush, but I'm just going to take the account up using my system over time. Okay, so I will see all of you tomorrow for some more trading. It'll be Wednesday, and we'll see what we can find tomorrow. There's always something new. Just like today. What did we have today? We had AMRN at the top of the list all day long today. And again, I should have nailed that trade, but I didn't. But I was able to catch a couple $1,000s on it, which is not bad, but should have caught 5,000 on it. Anyway, but I hit the ES, so that one was good. You can always hit something. Always hit something. Something's always moving at any one given time. Usually something is moving somewhere, some stock, some instrument, and you can see it, you can find it, and you can trade it so easily. Or you could just focus on one instrument if that's what you want, like the ES. As long as it's moving, you can do great on it. You don't need to trade many different things. You can just trade the ES and just focus solely on that. The only problem is when it starts to slow down, starts to go sideways, you need to back off and not trade it. Other than that, if it's moving, which it's been moving really good today, that's a pretty good move there. You can definitely do well on it, that's for sure. Okay, so I will see all of you tomorrow for some more trading and more teaching about the markets and how to trade, and showing you my trading. And so, as always, to your trading success from Trader X at Day Trading the Chart. See you tomorrow.